What's going on, everybody? We got a special one for you today. We got a special one for you today. See the title: Getting Out the Trenches,
Hmm.
Strategies and Options. I want to be the first one to say, make education great again, MEGA, mega, whatever that means. Make education great again. Somehow
Uh,
we've tricked ourselves to
make it
think that
mega. Yeah, mega.
we
Mega.
somehow we've tricked ourselves to think we don't need education, and that's not true.
Yeah.
You need education in something. You know, you might not be academically, but you still got to learn how to do something. You know what I'm saying? And, really, man, the ability to learn. I think if you lose the ability to learn, you pretty much like walking dead almost because you don't want to learn nothing. So that's something to. But you got to be honest about yourself. But getting out the trenches. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Getting out the trenches before we
Once
get
you get,
into it.
once you get out, you gotta not lose your way of the way you was taught. It's more so like once you get out of, you can't keep thinking the same.
Oh, I'm with
Yeah, of course, everybody's not gonna think the same.
you.
But
Right.
you're not growing while you like what
Yes.
get yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just saying there are some things that you learn that you can take with you and it will help you understand things
Yeah,
like in the
yeah.
trenches. But you can't the reactionary stuff, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. Like you have to
You
learn how
can't.
to communicate. You can't do everything with these once you get out,
Yeah,
you know, out the
yeah,
trenches.
man. You can't beat nobody up just cause.
Yeah. That's the trenches behavior. Even though you
Yeah,
want to do
you
it, but
want
that
to, and it can't go down.
yeah.
It can't go down. And
Yeah.
in a lot of instances, like people can see, like, oh, it's about to happen, and
Yeah.
they try to diffuse the situation, stuff like that. It happens all the time, and then sometimes you just let it happen because some people need to get socked up.
But the thing with like in the trenches, you right. Some people do need to get cycled, but you got to think about the flip side, right?
Hmm.
Um, when you in school and you fight, you get suspended.
Hmm.
You get a long form suspension, 2 or 3
Hmm.
days, or depending how big the fight is, and you go back to school. As an adult in the real world, like in the trenches, as an adult, you get into a fight, that's assault and battery. You can go to jail. What do you think the time? Let me look up the time for that in Little Rock. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick. What is it? You would think like 2 years max or something? I don't know. Let's see.
Uh, a a year.
Assault,
Because
first degree assault.
yeah, it's about a year probation. Anger management class. Yeah, I think like not everybody goes off like this.
But it can't happen. It happens to more people
It
than,
can,
than not, though.
it
You know what I'm
can
saying?
happen. And that's
Yeah.
and that's what
See, life, and that's the thing about life. Like, sometimes you're not taught this in the trenches, but life is all about things that could likely happen. You have to think about
Mhm.
this stuff. What's the percentages, right? I was listening to OG Wick, man. Shout out to Wick on Beehive Radio.
Yeah.
He was talking about the Boosie situation, right? When he got caught
Yeah.
with the gun. Now he got off with the state, but the feds picked it up. We know how it go with the feds. They not playing
Mhm.
around.
Yeah.
Um, he took a plea deal, but
Mhm.
Wiki said, "Man, why are you still carrying a gun when you got all these dudes around you? You know what I'm saying? You got
Um,
50 dudes around you, man. You know what I'm saying?" And he was like, even if you want to walk out with a gun, you have to ask yourself, okay, I might not get shot, but what's the likelihood that I get stopped or pulled over with this gun? What's the chances? You know what I'm saying?
it's always gonna happen. But I really want people to check out that $1 million worth of game in Young and Ace interview. If you don't understand anything else about the young folks and the older folks, that interview it clearly showed everything that you want to learn. Everything. Like, hey man, they get it, but when you out there, it is what it is. Not saying it's good, not saying it's bad. More bad than it is good.
But I think this is me. The thing that they don't show the kids is they don't be accountable for it is what it is. When you say it is what it is, that means you're accountable for what happens next.
It is.
But you can't do it and then cry about it. But then you go snitching and everything, and you trying to get other people to go down because you made a choice, a decision. That's all I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know.
And that's why I say for anybody else that's listening, older folks, younger folks,
Yeah.
man, you pay attention to
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
Like
100%.
body language, you'll see it. Like that whole interview, it's gonna show you. It's gonna show you.
What did it show you?
It
What
showed
did it?
me, like, man, when you too far out there,
Yeah.
when
It
you
can be a
too
point of
far
no
out
return. Yeah, when you get so far, there, you can. That's why it's good not to even do it at all, because
there.
it's because you just might get to that point. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like when you make a choice, you really don't know most of the time, unless somebody else already done it. If it's something that be done over and over, but yeah, in the trenches though,
Mhm.
man, you can make one choice and can be in too deep. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
and
in way too deep. It's tough.
way and like,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
and that's why it's kind of like I have a soft spot for people that's really been in the trenches. Like I don't give them a pass because they in the trenches or they doing this and this. I just want to see like, man, your growth.
Right.
Like they don't like when they doing stuff and at certain times they gonna react a certain type of way. But when they was younger, they didn't act a certain type of way, and people wasn't applauding them. Not a, not applauding them just because you, hey man, that's what grown people supposed to do. Nah, man, you gotta sit back, and when you applaud them, like man, 3 years ago or 6 months ago, you would have did this, you would have did that,
Right.
and that's why like certain
But see,
stuff.
you got
Right.
situations like mine where you don't have nobody or a male figure to apply. You know what I'm saying? Because he gone. And what do? Right? You deficient. You know, like I said, my dad died at 12. Right?
Yeah.
So my mom had to work. I mean, she worked two jobs for most of her life. You know what I'm saying? When we was young, right? She worked two
Mhm.
jobs, right? You know, what I'm saying? Most of the time. And I just learned, man, like mentally, you gotta when you in the trenches, you gotta have so much. You have to develop a mental strength. It's not about this. It's more about this,
Mhm.
and that's why I try to get kids. It's all about this. This gonna take you further than this will. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but if you get caught up in this and you don't learn how to use this, you're
Mhm.
gonna go through life just this is gonna be your fallback. You know what I'm saying? Most
Yeah.
dudes like that. Not all, but most of them. You know, they had to go through the pen. They had to go through a crazy journey to get back to reality. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
because I had a soft spot too, but I'm trying to tell kids you can avoid, you can prevent. You think about these words: avoid and prevent, based on
Mhm.
your
It's all.
choices and decisions. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all. It's all
Some of
about the
this stuff
work
you don't
ethic.
have to go down. I'm not saying it ain't hard, but I'm giving you the trying to tell kids now while you're young the insight. You don't have to do it. Sometimes they feel like they have to do it. No, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like they really don't. And at the same time, like me personally, I tell a person, like, man, you have to think this stuff through. Like
Yeah,
thinking is one of the that's what kept me alive a lot of times and
yeah,
kept me from going to jail and whatever.
yeah. I'm with you.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna be mad at them because because some stuff got. It's like the yin and the yang, man.
Nobody's mad. I'm just
Like you
saying,
gotta go. You gotta go through it. You got to. Like some people just gotta go through it, and you
and I
can't.
understand that, but the thing is, a lot of times, I know when I was younger, people that go through it, they would always say, "Well, nobody never told me about it. Nobody never talked to me about it." You know what I'm saying? I was just out there doing what I was doing, right? Like
Mhm.
just not being
Yeah,
accountable, I guess.
yeah.
But I'm just saying that, and that's why I make the content. If I go back and talk to the kids and tell them,
Mhm.
you don't have to do it. Now, if you want to do it, it's up to you. That's
Mhm.
on you at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you. It's all on what Juvenile said. It's all on you, little
It's
daddy. It's all
all-
on you. You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta take what come with it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Like and most already they they accept what come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones that's they be caught in it, but I'm like, dang, like
But how do you
you
get caught in it though? That's the thing. And you try to give them
man,
the backtrack, like
listen,
reverse
listen.
engineering,
It's any ways to get caught in anything.
right? But it come down to choices and decisions, though.
Man, it's
At the end of the
anyway.
day,
It happens. You can it wouldn't matter if you're in the trenches or in a good neighborhood.
right? But
Like,
I'm not saying it don't matter what neighborhood. But we just talking about thinking through stuff, right?
yeah.
I had to do this when I fell out. Reverse engineer. How did I get here? You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got to be self accountable. Like how did I get in this situation? I'm not blaming nobody else. I don't care about the other dude. How did I get here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you got
It,
to start with. You. It starts with you.
mm-mm.
Whatever you in,
Nah,
it starts with
you didn't get there because your choices. What not? Hold on. Let me
you. I'm gonna
rephrase.
say what?
Listen, it's certain stuff that happens in life that puts you in certain places that you supposed to be in.
Right. I
Like,
get that part. But there's still some situations like, even though you in a circumstance you don't want to be in, you in an area that you don't want to live in, but there's still those little choices inside the area that you don't have to make. You can't choose where you live when you're young or when you're a kid. You can't choose, but when you go outside and you in the trenches, you can choose your actions and things that you do. That's what I'm saying.
but everything's meant to happen for a reason.
But you
Everything.
do have the power of choice, though, free will.
And it really, people say that a lot.
But it's true. You got free will.
It is.
Now, if you get manipulated or you get your mindset change where you feel like that is not, you give up your free will based on, I guess, the
No.
environment. The environment. That's why you try
No.
to get kids before the environment get to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they got to. But the
Free
trick
will.
is when you understand you don't have to.
And I
That's
know
you know what I'm
that
saying.
it's a lot that it's a lot of baggage that could be unpacked.
I understand that.
But if you're looking at it from one angle, it's not gonna be the
No, I'm
same.
I'm an objective person. But I'm
Yeah.
just in order to break the objectivity, I'm just saying like when you talking to these kids, when I talk to the kids, and I was talking to some kids over there at Dunbar one time. Okay, I was telling them,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
really don't. It's like if you want to play basketball and if you in the trenches, devote all your free time into playing basketball. Figure
Listen,
it out.
listen. And then when you devote all your free time to sports, this is the part that nobody talks about.
Go ahead.
Because I did that.
Hmm.
I did it. It wasn't my lacking, but somebody else's. But I will accept accountability because damn, I've been out here for a long time.
Hmm.
I've been a man of the house for a long time. I've been a man for a minute. I took a step back because I've been grown for a long time. I took a step back and like, damn, this shit wasn't working. Nothing's working.
I bet.
Bills are steady coming in. They're like, well,
Yeah.
you using up this, you using that, but you can't nobody pay for this. Not saying that's my situation,
Right.
but that's what happened.
Right.
And before you feel like you're a burden, you're gonna exit. You're gonna exit the whole situation.
Right.
And what I'm what I'm alluding to is parents, take a step back. Take a step back. Not take a step back to be like, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to listen to what the kid got to say. Because if you really take a step back, you be like, man, you will see. Oh, damn, this is kind of where I okay, yeah. I mean, it's a lot
Oh,
to unpack.
it is, a lot of times it's the things that led up to them getting in that situation. Some parents they just um it's hard for them to I'm not judging them, but it's hard for them to accept it to themselves. Like I put myself in this situation, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the dad's fault that I'm in this situation, right? Because I had a kid by this
Mhm.
dude, they dogging him out, but they don't realize it takes two people to have a kid, not just one
Yeah.
person, you
Yeah.
know. And then you already not financially ready, but you out here taking
Mhm.
financial risk, you know what I'm saying? And get put in that situation, and now the cycle just keeps happening, you know what I'm saying? And if you reverse engineer it, it stems back to taking that risk, having sex before marriage. I'm not saying every situation. I'm just saying it's a lot of situations. Probably like a high percentage, like probably like 60% or something, like the single parent home epidemic and stuff like that.
Yep. Yep.
Because it was a time that dudes, they was honorable about that. You know what I'm saying? If they got a girl pregnant, they get the shotgun wedding, and they probably have to go and do it because they don't want the shotgun to go off. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun wedding. But those days has pretty much declined at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild, wild west out there now and dating. Ain't no rules, man. Them days over with.
Mm.
And if you think it's rules in dating, I'm telling you, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. And that's why I always stress the people. I stress this to this day. Man, you make your time on earth. You make it not memorable, but in the same breath, yeah, because you always want everybody to like, man, hey man, it's good things to say.
But yeah, if you don't got the money though, you probably not. If you don't got the financial resources, you're not gonna see them though.
What? See who?
Whatever. I'm just saying, if you don't have the financial resources to be able to move around and get around,
Mm. But yeah, that's thinking like further down the line. But that's
no, I'm talking
why
about even when you're young. If you live in a household where your parents are not making that kind of money, and they only make enough money to make the ends meet, like to pay the bills, and it's like enough just to buy, the pick five, and it's probably got to last you for like a week and a half, hopefully something like that. You living like that. That's like that's the norm. You see what I'm saying?
but
You're not gonna have extra money to go on a vacation or take a trip. It's just not gonna happen. The budget won't allow you to do that.
but I want people to realize like it's certain people that they're men and they're gonna be exceeding the expectations of their peers. But this is the kicker part about it. Don't have survivor's remorse when you're not even there yet. Like,
Oh, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that.
no, it's
Well, how did you? I know you were saying like if you had the money, you would have a conscience. Like, would you think survivors is that having a conscience have survivors
you
remorse?
have you will.
But what if? I just look at actually it's like what if y'all all started at the same place,
It wouldn't matter.
same neighborhood,
It wouldn't matter.
and no, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying guy X. You got 3 or 4 guys. They all start from the
Mm-hmm.
same place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy X started to go to school, put in
Mm-hmm.
the extra time, sacrificed the free time, studied,
That's right.
went to school,
That's right.
and should he have survivor's remorse?
Yes. Not should he have it. He's gonna have it.
Why? Why do you think he's gonna have it?
Because like
Because
if
there,
if you didn't go through it, you wouldn't understand. Like it's certain stuff. Like people was raised in it, but being born and raised in this stuff, like it's cool. You like, yeah. Of
but
course,
if
when you
that,
get, of course,
but
when
if,
you get older, go ahead, man.
well, what I'm saying is, if that person did what it took to get out of it, like
Yeah.
if everybody else didn't want to do it, but he did, or that person did what it took to get out of it, and it's not easy. I'm not saying it sounds like it's easy, but it's not. Like when you are first generation something or going to school and trying to figure it
Yeah.
out, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
everybody else is just when you go back home, everybody else is just doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Um, I'm not. I'm trying to give you a perspective, like people
I
that
know.
make it out the
It's true.
trenches,
I
man.
know
They
it.
don't
I
have survivor
know
market.
it.
It's like you had the same
I
opportunity. We
know
from the
it.
same place. I'm
I
just giving you the
know.
perspective. Yeah,
I trust me. I know it. Like I
yeah,
already know the perspective. Like everybody's gonna come from.
yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying,
with
why would it be wrong for them not to have survivors remorse? Would it be wrong or
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is like, there's nothing wrong with having survivor's remorse because
no? It ain't nothing wrong, but it's
we're
nothing
all
wrong with
gonna
having
have
it,
it.
and there's nothing wrong that
But
without having it either. Yeah, there's nothing wrong not having it either.
like, like having survivor's remorse is something real. Like I know you probably like that could be passed on with time, but everybody's not like that. And having it is real. Like
Well,
that's why a lot of people don't understand survivor's remorse is not just okay. Well, I made a few $1 million and damn they shouldn't they should be here too.
but if
It's
they didn't, but if they had the same opportunity, like if y'all both all started out broke, living in the trenches,
mhm,
and they took advantage of the educational opportunity that was free. They just had to do the extra work,
mhm,
do the
mhm,
summer stuff or whatever. We're gonna talk about that too. But they put in the work, went to college, while
mhm,
everybody else didn't want to go to college. Nah, you go
mhm.
do that. We ain't doing that. You go do that.
So, and that's the difference between that's not survivor's remorse. That's
But people do. They try to pull that on you though. That's what I'm trying to tell
it's
you.
not no, they wouldn't call it survivor's remorse. They wouldn't call it that. Survivor's remorse is like
Let me look up the
damn.
definition. Make sure we on the same.
Yes, yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
yeah. When people are at the highest level,
Yeah.
yeah, like you don't get mad at nobody because they like it. That's what they do. Like that's what they are.
So
That's what they is.
survivor's remorse refers to the deep emotional guilt,
Mm-hmm.
grief, or self doubt experienced by someone who has lived through a traumatic event while others did not.
Yeah. The definition, but our definition is like, damn, I done made it. Damn, I wish
But
I
if you
would.
had to put in work to make it out,
Yeah,
you ask yourself why what made them not want to put
oh,
in the same work? If they saw
like,
me do
like,
it,
listen.
what
This is
make them not do it? You don't have to go down the same path, but there's different paths you can
like,
take.
but everybody knows, like, Pun is my favorite dude. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Brent Pettis.
I know you
They're
talking
my
about I know
guy.
Pun.
They're my guy. You
He
know what
was a
I'm
cool
saying?
dude, man. Pun, Big Pun was cool, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody know him as who you know him as this and that, and people know him as that and this. But I knew him. Because why? That's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like same thing with my
No, that was
dog
Jaden's
Q.
cousin. That was Jay cousin. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like that's his cousin. And I fucks with son.
yeah.
Like, no, I do this shit for him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a survivor's remorse. Because I really did fuck with something. Like I do this shit for him.
Yeah.
Like, no, it showed like, man, we was doing all this other stuff, and he was like, hey, Pill, do this, do this. Hey, man, shit, you got it. That's where it. That's the part that people don't understand about. Um, just because you growing up in the hood, don't mean you ain't got no genuine people that really want to see you
Oh yeah, one
succeed.
hundred percent. Yeah, 100%. But
Like,
like I tell them, you have to get to the point where you start making good choices, good decisions.
yeah, but
You can make it more complicated, but I'm telling you, it come down. I tell kids, it come down to choices and decisions.
but you
Because
don't let nobody.
you can be the most we seen this. I'm talking about good dudes, 100 dudes. One choice changed their life.
Yeah, but you don't let nobody play with you like that either.
But what I'm
If they,
saying is,
because
if
if
you
they do it one time, they can do it another time.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's why it's not even good to play around in the trenches like that. Avoid,
Mm-mm.
prevent.
Even in the workplace.
But the workplace, it's not life or death though. In
Mm-mm.
the workplace,
It
in the
is.
trenches, it could be
It
life or death.
is. It is because them folks will cut up their water like with no problem.
But they're not gonna cut off your life though. They're not gonna shoot you in
Yeah,
the
they
head
they will. They'll do it.
though. And not in
Not
the corporate
hey,
world.
I'd say this. Thank God that I ain't have to deal with it. But I'm telling you, it's people like that in this world.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying it's
Yeah.
not. They're not gonna shoot you in the head in the corporate world. Believe me, I didn't got dealt
Mm.
dirty in the corporate world. I'm not saying but it's not like being in the trenches though.
It's the same thing. I think the corporate world is worse than the trenches.
Yeah, but it's not gonna kill you though.
Yes, it will. You
Man,
worked all them years. If you just imagine, if you spent all them years in college and somebody did this and they did that,
I'm not
boys,
gonna get. They're not gonna put a. I'm not gonna get no bullets flying through me though.
it wouldn't even, no, they wouldn't even have to do it.
My
They
arm
wouldn't
not
even
gonna
hurt
be
them.
hanging off because I got hit with the K. My arm not gonna be hanging off.
No, it's the same thing. Like same thing. I've been trying to tell you. I'd rather deal with the trenches than deal with the corporate world because I know what I'm. I
I
know
rather deal
what.
with the corporate world because my life is very valuable, man. Life is so
That's
precious,
what I'm
man. I
saying.
don't
Like,
want to play around with
could
life like
you
that.
could you imagine all them years you done went to college and them folk playing with you like that?
I went into college with knowing that
Oh,
could happen. So when you got
listen,
faith, listen. When you got faith, man, and
that,
you
that's
put your faith when you,
I
I'm
was
just telling
trying
you,
to. I
you
was
put your
trying to.
faith in God, man. When you put your faith in God, man, it's just
That's
some
what
stuff
I'm
you just
trying
don't
to
even worry
say.
about. You don't even think about no more. But that's just
Listen,
me. You know what I'm saying? That's
listen.
just me.
When you put your faith in God, it is automatic. It wouldn't even take nothing to. It wouldn't even take nothing to happen for me. When you faith in God, everybody, forget how I talk. But I'm trying to tell people, like, boy, my
It's
faith is in
levels.
God.
There's
My,
just
hey,
levels to it, right? It's
my
levels
faith
to
is
your faith, right? It's levels to it,
no,
right?
my
Yeah.
faith in God is it is it, the
There's
center
levels to it. There's
from
levels to
my
it.
diaphragm to my
Just like
mind.
just like basketball, you start out as a rookie, you
Mm,
become a veteran, you become an all pro, just depending on your mindset, right? No different in faith. Sometimes you start out in faith, you young, you just getting saved, you young, you're a rookie in it. So
yeah.
you have to build up your faith. You have to make it stronger. You know what I'm saying?
And trying to get people to understand is it because I know what you're trying to say,
What am I
and
trying to
that's
say?
that and what you're trying to say is what I'm saying this whole time. Like, can't nobody knock me off my rocker when it comes to faith. Cause I know you might not understand it because the way I'm talking, but baby, that stuff is real. And when I say it's real, like you, a lot of people wouldn't understand it. They're not gonna understand it. They are not going to understand it. It's like it's some kids that they grew up around it. And some they was like, what? It's
Right.
embedded in.
Right.
Like I didn't have to go down that certain roads.
I would say this, right?
Hmm.
To any kid that even come back and hear this, right?
Hmm.
When you build your faith in God, the wisdom of God will show you things
Hmm.
that a lot of times people won't even tell you. It's the wisdom of God that will be imparted in you. The more you believe, the more you accept, and the more you receive, the more He will give you.
Man.
Sometimes I did this when I was younger. We try to pick and choose what we want to do and receive. We don't want to live up to the standard because we struggle with the standard that God wants us to live up to. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in the trenches, right? Your parents are not
No,
taking you
not because you're in the
because
trenches.
most time when you're in the trench, your parents, I'm not saying your parents, I'm just saying in general, a lot of time kids in the trench, they're not going to church because their parents probably at work. They're not really let your
Oh,
grandparents taking you.
oh, we always went to church.
So what made you
Oh,
reject it? What made you reject the teaching then?
I didn't reject no teaching.
If you,
I rejected the ones that they didn't tell the truth.
but I'm saying, no, I'm talking about the Bible.
The Bible has never lied.
But why do people reject it? In your opinion, why you
They
think people
reject
reject it?
the ones that's teaching.
No, I'm saying, but you can read the Bible for yourself.
You always, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can read the Bible all day, every day.
Right. But I'm saying why do people struggle? Because I mean, I struggle with it. I can tell you why I struggle with it.
Yeah,
Right.
I couldn't tell you every hey go to
No, I'm saying like in general, like most things
go
in general,
listen
most people struggle with it because they don't want to
listen.
do it.
Mm-mm.
They don't want to do that. Like the trenches,
They already
what has
did.
more weight? The rules of the trenches or the rules of the Bible? Which one you think have more weight?
Neither
I'm gonna say the Bible has more weight. The Bible has more weight.
neither neither because it's all written by man. But unless you
See, that's the way you
really,
kind of cop out. That's the cop out.
no, it's not a cop out. It's just I'm telling you. Like you probably can if you ain't sit down and like, hey man, go to Isaiah this and like
You don't have to do all that.
all this fine and dead.
You don't have to do all that. Just
No.
read it for yourself. I'm saying just read the Bible for yourself. You don't have to be a Bible scholar. You don't have to know
Yeah.
it. Like,
And
nah, you're
and
not doing all that. Nah.
and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because it's pieces missing out of it. That's why
But
it's
if
that's
you
why
can't, if we can't even master the pieces that's there, why would we worry about the pieces that's not there? If we can't even master the pieces that's in there.
it's simple. Because you got to you got to be able to, like this is what was really happening. You want the full, not the half.
But we can't even. You can't even do the half though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We can't even do the half.
You can
Well, why
because
people reject it? Why people don't want to do the half then?
you ain't you never even accepted like it's parts missing.
But if you work with
Nobody,
what you got though, that's still
no.
better than nothing.
We always work what we got. That's different time now.
But you just said now because there's pieces missing.
It is, and that's
But
what
it,
like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you
man, that's the easy way out.
don't go back and be like, hey man, I'm trying to tell you. if somebody trying to tell you, like, bro, it's piece missing, and then then
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying
I
why
know
you just can't work with what you got. That's what I'm saying.
we always been working what we got.
No, I don't think that's true because people are rejecting it, man. That's why we're in the situation we're in now,
No,
going against the
we
word of God.
no, we're we're in the situation that we are in now because we've been working what we got the whole
Mhm.
time.
And so now, thinking about that, right? Like we said, working with what you got, right? Going back
Mm-hmm.
to it again, 4 people, 5 people, a group of people starting from the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have those group of people that go, they want to get out the trenches and they strategize and they do things that the normal person in the trenches won't do. What do you think the difference is? Is it mindset? Is it I'm going to get out and I come back? What do you think drives them to say, you know what? I'm going to do the extra work. I'm going to get the scholarships.
Like,
I'm going to go to college or I'm going to do the trade. I'm going to be the mechanic. I'm actually going to be a
yeah,
legit mechanic, not the shade tree, a legit
yeah,
mechanic with a shop.
yeah.
What do you
Look,
think is the difference? What do you think makes them like kind of
exactly what I've been saying this whole time. Like, um, when your kids get to ask questions that you have no answers to, right? Because everything starts with grandma and grandpa, our great grandma and grandpa. Like, everything goes a little bit more deeper. Like, people don't fully understand this stuff.
so let me ask you this.
Hmm.
If you had like the ideal scenario, both parents in the house, married, both parents in the house, no fidelity. So I'm talking about just your mom and dad in the house.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have had to deal with your grandparents as much if you had both of your parents?
Yes.
You still think so?
Yes.
Hmm.
Why? Because exactly what I just said.
Okay.
Like like these kids are different now. They 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 are they are exactly what we was thinking when we was 5 or 6 years old, 3 or 4.
But the
Like before
some of the
we,
elements don't change though. As far as them observing their parents,
but
they watch things that you do, right?
it's a balance.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Even in the Bible, right? Solomon, wisest man that ever lived, said there is nothing new under the sun.
It's a
All vanity. Nothing new.
oh,
Nothing new under the sun. Only thing changed is probably the dates, whatever, but people still getting caught up in drugs, still getting caught up in sexual discipline. They still getting caught up in that.
hmm
All that.
like
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a different way, but it's the same kind of element, just a different way. You know what I'm saying? Based on
like
the time.
and I'm living proof. I'm living proof to everything. Like, if you don't understand, the same me, same pill. I've been the same person. It's 24 years later, 25 years later.
I need to find that video. I think I just heard some what you just saying. It was this pastor that was saying when you go through things, you're not the same person anymore. You
Yeah,
either growing.
you're not, but I'm just waiting on the
Yeah.
word to catch up. Like if I was trying to tell you, like, bro,
When it comes back, I don't know. For me, when it comes back to individual, like I have to eat what I kill. I understand, like as an individual, like as a
bro,
man. Um, you have to take care of your business. You can't wait on the world. You have to just take care of your business, man.
No,
That's
and
how I look at it anyway. Just gotta
yeah,
take care of that.
like listen, and that's like what I'm trying to say is like everything. I just been waiting on the world to catch up.
Because when you in the trenches, man, everybody not gonna want to do everything that you want to do,
No.
man. It's not
So
gonna be agreeable. So you have to be able to do stuff on your own.
Mike,
And that's why I tell kids that. Hmm?
if I tried to tell you I saw this 20 some years ago,
What's that?
everything. If I tried to tell you I saw this 20 some years ago, you
And
would
then
be
if I
like,
tell you, and if I tell
I
you
know you
why,
would be like, man,
no, but
what?
I ask you why are you running from what you saw.
I ain't running from nothing. I ain't
I ain't
running
gonna
from
miss you. I,
nothing.
I, I talked to you about it earlier.
I
I'm not gonna miss you on air. I'm not gonna miss you on air. I'm gonna leave it alone. But
no, but
um,
I'm trying to tell you, like, no, for real. I ain't running from nothing.
so let me ask you this:
Yeah.
if you, if do you think
Mm-hmm.
if you really bought into the standard of what God wanted you to be, do you
Mm-hmm.
think you'd be further off than where you are now?
Now,
Hmm?
nope. I'll be right where I need to be
Okay, that's what's
because
up.
I saw it, and that's where, like, if I told people, and we right here live, I said, man, listen, when the wings come out your back, when the wings come out your back,
Come on, yeah.
it's different. Like, it's different. It's different, and it hurts. And that's what I was telling my wife that I told my wife that many years ago. Man, when the winds come at your back, that's why if you ever pay attention to it, that's how you gonna know. You raise your arms up, and pull them down, and you gonna see it. This 25 years ago, 25 years ago, like it's real. Like it's real. Like boy,
All right.
it's real.
What are
Yeah.
some of the strategy and options you think that you know from your perspective that kids can use? Let's say they just start from ground zero, no money,
Yeah.
no resources. What do you think that strategy and options are
Um,
to get out the trenches?
man, you go to what I think.
Yeah. What are some of your
Um,
strategy and options? Like if you ask
my
kid would ask you, my parents ain't got no money, man. We live in the
um,
projects, man. We just don't have the financial resources, to do the programs or get to the program. What do you think? What would you?
I go back to the person that taught you there's so much. Really go back and go. When I say go back, because when I say go back, whatever age you are, whatever age you are, like you could be from kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. because it goes so much deeper than that. Like if you want them kids to tap into if you want them kids to tap into something, then you gotta be ready for it. You
Right.
gotta be ready for it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I just can't say, hey man, this do what you should do and what you should do. Like this is like no, listen. Mm, when it come to it, listen. The song you hear right now, that's Kate Bush. That was Kate Bush.
But we gotta be careful about that, man, because we live. They'll kick us
Oh
off.
my bad. But that was Kate Bush running up the hill.
But
Listen,
what's the strategy
listen.
and option to get out though? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because music always gonna take you wherever you want to go. Music always gonna take you wherever you want to go.
so are you saying making music?
No, music always gonna it's gonna be it's gonna be a it's gonna be a level of understanding. Like this is deeper than it. What's
But what I'm,
that?
but what I'm saying is like, what is something they could do that they don't have to pay for? What is something they can get
This
into?
and I just explained it to you. It's music. The
Like, how does that
music.
work? What's the strategy with getting into music? What's the strategy though?
That's what you have to figure it out for yourself. But if you understand it, I just
No, I'm
gave
saying,
you
but
I just
what?
gave you two things.
But what? I mean, how do you execute? That's what I'm saying. Like, if a kid asks you,
I'm
then how do you?
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I gave you two songs. What was the song? It was Kate Bush, and then I played Stevie Nicks. This shit is deep, but I wish people understand it.
I'm telling the kid, listen, your education right now is free.
Mhm.
Take it more serious,
Yeah.
cause that could be your way out. Um, Making good grades, that's something you can do. You have time to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you if you can learn Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter,
Mhm.
you can learn your books, your education at school. You know what I'm saying? You can. Um, just like I was telling you earlier, we was talking about this. My wife was telling me that she knows students that
Mhm.
graduate high school with 80 college credit hours.
Mhm.
You already graduated with an associate's degree. You know what I'm saying? But
And
you have to put in some work. Yeah, you have to give up some free
oh,
time. What do you think is leisure time? Sure, but do you want to get out or do you want to?
and that's what I'm trying to. I want people to get a full understand. Like you can give people this information, but you got to meet people where they at.
Right, and that's what I'm
No,
saying. Meeting them where they at. Education's free.
no, listen.
Pills, you gonna
Me,
get us kicked off, man. It's copyright stuff. You can't play
my
that.
bad,
Yeah.
my bad. But I'm gonna tell you, man, you got to meet people where they at.
And that's why I'm meeting them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You meeting them where they at. Like, listen, if you can't, you don't have to research. I understand, but take your education, something that you do every day. Take it more seriously. Your time is your asset. When you don't have money,
Listen,
you in the trend. Your time, what you do with your time, that's your most important investment is
and
your time.
I this time to get out now. It's time to get out because the stuff that I want to say ain't for this. It ain't for it. Not right now. Like I've been trying to get people to understand this stuff for years, and it's like 20. It's 24, 25 years. Like 24, 25 years. Been trying to say this. Been trying to say it. Like, no. Like, been trying to say it. Because eventually you gonna have to, hey, the stuff that you think you know, you don't know. And it's gonna happen. Everything's gonna happen. You're gonna see it like, nah, man, this then you're gonna see the devils. You know what I'm saying? This stuff happens. This ain't for Facebook or Twitter, Instagram,
But
or
what
Twitter.
I am trying to make for it is how do you give kids like a strat something to get out of the trenches? That's what I'm saying.
You
You
see
know,
it?
and that's what I'm saying.
You
That's
see
what I'm telling them.
it?
Education,
Mm-mm.
skills. You need to figure out what skills work in your area, what skills that's valuable in your
Boy,
area.
they been doing it. It's they waiting on everybody else to catch up. They got this shit. It's the it's a little extra. I was like, damn, son, damn. It's the in between. That's all we wanted. That's all we want. It
So
ain't
let me
this.
ask you this:
Hmm?
what makes a person not want to get out the trenches? They're just like, nah, I'm good where I'm at. I'm not
The
trying to
trenches,
get out.
the trenches
Hmm?
is always there. It's always been there.
Right. But what make a person not want to get out? Like, I'm good. I'm
It's
cool right
always
here.
there. It's always there. That's the answer. It's always there.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's always there. It's just
The bottom is always gonna be there. Yeah.
mm, once you make it
Yeah.
into a good area neighborhood, you're gonna see like you just bottom and until you make a point. Then once you make a point, then guess what? I mean, that's why I don't.
So is it a true statement that they say everybody can't go with you, man? Some people don't want to go. They're not ready to go to the level that another person going. They because it's the mental of it.
Man, that's
Is
cat.
that's
That's
kept.
cat.
So you think everybody can go?
Everybody can go, but you gotta understand, not everybody can, but it's a part of it. That boy, listen, it's about to be a full moon, ain't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I finna get ready to get off this month. I'm finna get to go to bed too. But yeah, kids, I'm letting you know you can get out the trenches though. Don't feel like you stuck in there.
Yeah,
You can get out.
yeah, that's
You
that's
can get
big
out.
facts, man. You can get up out of there, and you ain't got you. Listen,
You gotta have a strategy. You gotta have some options, man. You gotta find out what your options are so you can get to them,
listen.
man.
You can get up out of this shit. You don't have to worry about it. You just gotta think, and that's why,
That's what a strategy is. Your thoughts on paper,
man.
bro.
But when a person say think, like it's levels to this stuff.
Right. That's why it's good to put on paper strategies, right?
Yeah. But I can't sugarcoat it for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't sugarcoat it.
A strategy, not sugarcoat. No.
No, like no, this is for the 4 or 5 year olds. You know what I'm saying?
You
When
think
you
so?
think, yes, cause shit, if I was thinking like that at 4 or 5 years old, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. If I'm thinking like that at 4 or 5 years old,
Thinking like what?
boy, man, get up out this shit. Excuse my
Yeah.
language. Excuse my language, y'all.
Yeah, but if you don't have the people to kind of give you the insight, it's tough. You got to come up with your own insight. You know what I'm saying?
But if I'm wrong for calling motherfuckers that, like, no.
No, I think some people. I'm telling you, some people. They don't have to give you money, but they don't give you information. They gatekeep information though.
And
And
so,
then on the other side of the coin, some people, if you try to tell them that it is different out here, they don't want to believe you. They don't want to believe you if you say your skill is what's gonna
yeah,
carry you. It's not about race,
I
it's your
know.
skill. They won't
No,
believe
Mike,
you though. You know what I'm
Mike,
saying?
you see, and that's why I have a problem there.
Why?
Because people use their words, they use words, they use certain words. And if you're not hip to anything, if you're not hip to anything, people can use certain words or analogies or anything like that. And if you're not hip to it, they're gonna use it. And that's my only thing. Well, it's not my own thing, but
So what certain words what certain words you're referring to?
I talk about it offline.
Yo, we forgot I'm gonna go to bed here in a few minutes too. But all right, guys.
Already.
We'll catch you on the next one. Wanted to make this how to get out through trenches because school's starting back. Some kids out of school.
Yeah.
You got a
Hey,
lot of time on your hands. You got a lot
hey,
of
hey.
time on your hands, and then the trenches not good. You
Yeah.
got to be
Hey.
careful about that.
Hey. And you rag ass niggas, yeah, I ain't pay for no kids haircuts, none of that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't pay for nobody haircut. I am.
But all right, guys, we're finna sign out this thing. Comment, let us know what you think, and we will catch you on the next one.